Well, John, another comprehensive result, back up to second on the table. How do you summarise your side's performance? What went so right?
I think we've been playing well majority of the season, and that just showed the way we've been playing. We started the game really well again, got our reward pretty quickly with the set piece, but that comes from early pressure as well. And then I just thought that we pressed really well, won balls in top areas, and then we hurt them when we went forward. Our movement forward was great. Our wingers were exceptional today. I thought Riku, Denzaki and Grimaldi were unstoppable or unplayable at times. So that's what helped us create so many chances. And I thought defensively we were good too. They created nothing really other than their goal that, of course, we're disappointed with. But you know, the majority of the time our back four looked very comfortable against Costa, who can cause you problems.
You've now scored 10 goals in your last 3 games. Your goal difference is now second best in the league as a result of that run of form. Attacking-wise, is there something that you've noticed that has clicked into place? Have you changed something? What's happened?
No, I haven't changed anything. We haven't changed anything. The first 7 rounds, we didn't score a lot of goals, but we were playing well, and I think I mentioned to you earlier then that if we keep on playing like that, the goals will come and the results will come. And since then, we've been scoring very freely. I think that's 40 goals now. That's 2 a game. But we look like that we can score more. It's not like it's more because just the players are just getting better and improving and getting the understanding not only of what we want to do, but also of each other. Because Hiroshi and Noah didn't play at all together in pre-season. And then that means that the others didn't play with them as well. So now that they have got that understanding, I just think that they're hard to stop. We're getting good numbers in the box. Our movement's great in all areas. We spoke briefly about Ben Garuccio being a massive outlet for us on the left, and then Abel Wallity, who's doing so well, they're out of the side and we're still able to perform like that. That goes to show that the cohesion within the whole group is very good.
With so many youngsters in the team, do you feel as though like at some point every young player goes through that transition of thinking I'm a young player to just thinking I'm an A-League player? Do you think your group as a whole matured and gone through that process this season?
They would have gone through it last season. About a lot of them made their debuts last year. A lot of them played a lot of minutes last year, and they're better for it, that's for sure. And so they feel comfortable now, playing in the A-League and confident in playing. So you can really see that now. Grimaldi had a little bit of a dip during this early part of the season. I think that over the last 3-4 games, he's been excellent. You can see that he's got his confidence back. And Denzaki, who left him out for a couple of games, but he's showing again, good signs and setting up goals. So the younger players, yes, are definitely getting confidence from playing more football.
Were you tempted to leave Grimaldi out there to let him try to chase his hat-trick?
Yes and no. Always, because you want players to get their personal goals, but you also look at the team, and the players that we brought on deserve to come on because of the way they've been performing when they have come on. I thought last week, Geordie... then you got Luke Vickery, Michael Roos, Remy, Nazarene. They did really well. So I wanted to give them also more game time. And then Jake Najoski's been scoring goals in the NPL, so that's another reward for him to keep working, because a lot of the time it can be a little bit difficult for individuals when they're not playing. So when you can give them time to play, and I thought they all did well again.
The longer this form goes on, the longer you stay second, maybe start eyeing off Auckland, the hype is going to be built. I know you like to talk about one game at a time, keeping the focus. I guess with that in mind, how do you keep a lid on this? How do you make sure that... Because like last season, there was a lot of excitement, young players, but you weren't winning. Now, you've got young players' excitement and you're winning a lot of games. How do you keep the lid on things?
It's very easy. We obviously the players will listen to the outside world a bit because it's normal. Everyone has social media nowadays, so it's hard to avoid it. But a lot of them come in and make sure that they do everything properly every day. So when you are doing that every day and training well every day and training at a level every day, then normally the performance will come with it. So I don't feel a need to even speak about, you know, where we are, the position we're in, the ladder, where we want to end up, because I can see every day in training they're coming in wanting to improve. So for me, I'm comfortable with it. If I see that they start to get a little bit sidetracked, that's when I have to say something.
Where does, I guess, that mindset come from? Because sometimes youngsters can get distracted, their minds can wander, but it sounds like you've got an entire group that are very much goal-focused and locked in, which not a lot of coaches would get. How have you been able to manufacture that?
It's part of our club. It's you know, we have our values and our behaviours that we want to instill within the club, and it's about driving that every day. So it's not only up to me, it's the people around the football club that do that as well. So that's if you do that constantly and on a regular basis, then it becomes a habit that the players come in ready to go, ready to work. And it's not only here, it's also away from here, about how they look after themselves, how they're preparing. And that's the reason why I feel that we're performing consistently. The results sometimes are not always there, because you know, games of football can happen that you don't get the rewards, but the performances have been very, very consistent. You know, we've got another away game. I think we're probably the best away team this season. So not only are we performing well here, away from home we're performing well.
I know you've talked about taking up to sides and playing your game throughout the season. I don't think I've ever just flat out asked you the question, can this side win the championship this season?
Look, if you make finals, I think any side will believe they can win. First of all, we have to make finals. So we're not there. This is pretty close to the competition. So, again, there's still, from our side, 6 games to go. That we want to really focus now, enjoy the result, enjoy the performance, and focus on Newcastle, who will be strong. And then we have a bit of a break. So that's our main focus. Then after that, we'll see with 5 games to go where we're at.
Do you have a magic number? Do you have a whiteboard stashed around somewhere with the points you need?
No magic number. It's hard to put a magic number on. You know that finals is around 40 points, but that can be a little bit more, especially the way the teams are going this year. So it could be 41, 42 points. And normally to win the league, you're talking about 50 points. So that's to win the Premier's Plate. So, but, you know, Auckland could get a lot more than that, or someone else could go on a run and win 6 in a row. So you just don't know. We just have to focus on us, focus on every game, make sure that we're prepared for every game.
And coming out of tonight, I guess, do you have any fitness or injury concerns? And some of the boys you mentioned that were out, they had checked. Yeah. How are they tracking?
The only ones, the ones that were out are Bell and Ben Garucho. I don't think they'll be getting up for the Newcastle game, but we're lucky. We've got a bit of a break after that. But everyone else tonight pulled up really well and feeling good. I'm sure you feel good when you win like that.